Are we on?
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for watching. Mark Turner here. I told y'all at the beginning of last month that it was the last 30 days of my life, and I was planning on taking it. Well, I did try to take my life, and God's the giver and taker of lives, and He was not ready for me to pass on yet. And I've heard that there's a lot of you following me out there, and I just want to say a thank you. Power of prayer is a great thing, but I need to explain to you a few things so you can understand what I think my next step needs to be, and that you may know someone that can help me. And I'm crying out for help here. If you go on the internet and you do Mark Turner Pensacola, you can read thousands of things about me and my situation for those of you just tuning in. But basically, I got an unfair trial, and it was set up by the corruption that's in Pensacola, Florida. I filed 5 bar complaints. The way the Florida bar works is they send you back the other side's answer to your bar complaint. Now, when you get this answer back, if I said, this guy ran into my blue car, and he said, no, I ran into your red car, that would be the answer. Well, one of my answers to my bar complaints was actually a confession. So, I seemed somewhat surprised that the guy admitted he went to the sheriff's department in Escambia County, Florida, before David Morgan's reign, and this is our prior one. But the man's name is Investigator Charles Busby, and Busby turned over all of the subpoena evidence and records to the man's attorney, and that I have been suing since 2003. Now, this man owes me in excess of $36 million. So he has bought our sheriff's department. They took my records, sifted through it. Now, these are not prosecutors. These are regular old lawyers. Not a one of them in the whole bunch of them, I think, is a criminal attorney. But they built a criminal case to have me arrested. And then they said, if you don't drop the civil suit against Pete Moore, we will have your wife arrested. Well, my wife is a flower. She's never done anything to anybody in the world. And she's also a trooper. So she said, let them get their best grip. Well, they arrested her. That cost me another $50,000. I have spent countless hundreds of thousands of dollars trying to expose this corruption, and they have spent probably 10 times what I have trying to put me away. They can't put me in prison. They've tried to kill me. It's unbelievable of the things that they have done. But there's going to be some information put up on the internet, and it's going to show the confession, and it's going to come in a previous video sometime in the next day or so. We should be able to have all this up, but I wanted to thank you for everything that y'all have been standing by my side. So many of you. It's not a I was not looking for the coward's way out. For those of you who have not seen the videos previously, I looked at this as I had a lot of loved ones, and I have millions and millions of dollars worth of life insurance, and I kind of looked at this as a domestic war, and this fact that they could come in and just take my records before any of my attorneys had a chance to look at them, and they have no safety in the Escambia County Sheriff's Department. I think that that would be a substantial lawsuit against the sheriff's department, but I don't have a lawyer for that. So right now I'm crying out for a lawyer for that. And I'm also just think that if this can happen to me, it can happen to you. And if I don't take things into my own hands, no one else will. So pretty much I weighed the odds out and figured that my family would get not their father back, and that's a cruel thing. But I encourage you to watch my other videos so I don't repeat myself in this one. And share with me your thoughts and your ideas. Maggie's notebook is, she writes better than I speak, and she's been a real inspiration for me just to keep going, and for all the rest of you bloggers out there that have been writing blogs on me. Thank you as well. I'm going to keep fighting. They're planning on sending me to the Escambia County Jail next week, and that jail has more lawsuits against people being killed in it than anywhere else that I've ever heard of. And the people that actually put me, Busby, Charles Busby, works for this jail, and he is the one that gave the boxes to Pete Moore's attorneys. So if it looks like that I've hung myself or something in jail, I'm here to tell you now that I'm not scared. I'm not going to hang myself. I'm not going to hurt myself in that jail. Now, I can't tell you what they're going to try to do to me, because they have sent the U.S. Marshals out after me, and I'm sitting here in Baptist Hospital, and basically they called out a whole squadron of people that that all have to be in on this. They told my neighbors that it wasn't the cleavers that lived next door to them, that I was some kind of a big multi-million-dollar money launderer. And I'm not really trying to put a smile on my face and light on all the subject here of what they've been doing to me. It's been living hell. But when you've got a 12-year-old and he's been going through it for the last 7 years, there's a time that you got to pull the plug. And my insurance policy would have seen enough money for them to live their life in comfort. And my civil attorneys that have been involved in this with me tell me that alive or dead, that they've got a winning case, and my family will be paid. So if there's anybody out there that can help me, I don't know how to tell you or what to tell you at this moment, but if it's illegal, I would pay a return based on my return that I get on my lawsuit. But criminally right now, I need this evidence in front of a judge that sees that I did not get a fair trial. That would keep me out of Escambia County Jail, where I face my largest danger. Now, I intend to see David Morgan if he will see me, and if he refuses to see me or comment, which I see him on TV all the time and he seems like a great man, he was not involved in this. I'm going to ask him for as much protection as I can get if I end up going there. But I believe that someone out there can get me in front of a judge and see I did not and could not have had the fair trial, seeing how my evidence was sifted through by Pete Moore's attorneys. So at this time, that'll be all for this video. And Mark Turner again here, thanks. And look at Maggie's blog. You can find all kind of neat things that she's broke down and found in there. Thank you.